Okay, I think I'm online. See if I'm making any noise. Oh, see, now this is cutting in and out. Okay. Where's my StreamYard window? Right. Hello, what's truth? Where do I get the invite? Here. I can't paste it. Or can I? No, it doesn't have a place for live chat here. I can't imagine the window's going to fill up too much text. So I had to phone my friend back. She left me a message while I was doing the last live stream. To talk about. Without anything to talk about, all I'm thinking about is a drama. Whatever drama I've caught up on. Oh, last night was horrible. And Defamation Nation didn't even go on last night. They went on somebody named Ernie. He's a piece of work. He sounds so much like a cult leader. Holy shit. Like one of those religious ones. The religious cult leaders. Holy shit. I found out where he was because I've been hearing Katie talk about him, but I'm not going to listen to Katie anymore. But when I was enjoying listening to Katie, she would talk about Ernie. And there was this whole world that I didn't get involved in. And I just would, because normally I'll go and investigate. And I did look for Nicolina, and I finally found her the other day because apparently she went back online, but she had nixed her channel, so. Oh, AC is here. She nixed her channel, so there was no point in even going to look for it before. But then I saw Rebels last night. I saw just the first few minutes, and he was saying that he had been on Ernie's show. And then he said the name of the channel, so I went looking for it, and I found it. And I went to go look for when Rebel was on. And it was like a complete replay of when Mr. P started up, and he invited Rebel to come on. It was a complete replay. Everything was going nicely. He was bad-mouthing this neighborhood, but he didn't. I think he eventually said AC's name before he wasn't saying any names. And fucked up. Because that made Katie go up there and bully because he said something wrong about AC. And then she went up there, and then that just set him off. And they play with him like it's like he's not retarded. He's not mentally retarded, but it's like he's emotionally retarded. And they fuck with him. They know exactly how to push his buttons. They know exactly how to drive him nuts. and they set him up, and then watch him. They just wind him up and then watch him go. And then that idiot Ernie bought in, just like fucking Mr. P. Can't tell. I mean, you can't tell. If I had never met, like, I remember back when I first met Rebel, and I was giving him a chance. And when I saw him act like that, start to cuss me out as if somehow I was part of the bullies, I could recognize that. I can see that he has emotional problems because people don't react the way that he reacts. So I could see he has emotional problems. But Mr. P and Ernie are too stupid to figure it out. So they got Mr. Ernie on their side. Now, I can't figure out if AC's crowd wants to do what they did to Mr. P, because I saw what was going to happen to Mr. P coming on before it even happened. I could see what they were doing. I didn't see everything, but I could see how they were planning it. And it happened just the way they wanted it to happen. But now Ernie is a different, he's a, what do you say, a sheep of a different color? He's on there sounding like some fucking weirdo cult leader, saying all the right stuff, but there's something wrong with his delivery. And I don't know anything about him. I only know what Katie said before. So I figured it's a good chance to get to know him, like, you know, to see what he's about. And I saw him go on the Defamation Nation's show before, so I was like, what kind of self-respecting person would just join that panel? You know, if they've watched it before, why would they join that panel? Unless they are down with that kind of behavior. So if he's down with Defamation Nation's kind of behavior, then obviously he's not a nice guy. But he's talking nice on his channel. So does this make him ignorant? He doesn't see what AC's crowd does? Like, I don't know. Couldn't figure it out. So then I only saw a bit of that and I fell asleep, and thank God, because even when I woke up, I didn't want to watch it anymore. I saw Rebel's part, and then I saw Katie go up, and she verified herself now as a bully down. Before I said she was like separate and she's not part of their crowd and she just gets their protection, but it's obvious she's one of them now. So that's not going to be any fun. She was fun before. She was much more innocent before. Hold on, I'm going to try and read the chat. Oh, Jesus, Nick is back. Vaughn Eric. I know that name. Oh, you are the sweetheart that I saw on a proper, you're a proper person. I've been on a panel with you before. We were talking about real things, not drama. Welcome up on Eric. If I were you, Nikki, I wouldn't talk too much because my finger, I've got an itchy trigger finger. So, sorry, Von Eric, I've got drama people in here and I'm talking about drama. Just as an observer, I don't take part in it. Just watch it like I watch The Real Housewives. But The Real Housewives don't come on here and bully me because I have an opinion. So, yeah. So I watched Rebel's part. I fell asleep when Katie was talking, and then when I woke up, I didn't want to listen to it anymore. I didn't want to watch AC's part because I know he was playing videos, gatekeeping, like he says he doesn't do. He says he doesn't gatekeep, but that's exactly what he does. So he was gatekeeping for Ernie, not letting Rebel make friends with him. Rebel was not doing himself any favors. And then I saw that Shelly came out with one, an Arctic chick. came out with a video, and she was decrying what they'd done. Always when she lists the names of the people that have been gatekeeped or bullied, she never mentions my name, but I always mention hers. Are we back to lying again? I don't lie. I've never lied. AC, you're the one who lies. You're the one who lies that you don't gatekeep. You're the one who lies that about me, that I was in love with News Now Houston. You're the one that lies that says that I said he was handsome when it was ASMR that said he was handsome. You're the liar. I have never lied once on this thing. Never once have I lied on YouTube. You are the liar, AC. With your fake laugh. Yep, we were on Rights panel. Yeah. I loved. I won't be able to go on Rights panel now because Nude Guru's taken it over, and he turned out to be a fake. So he's a tyrant, and he kicks people off the panel if they argue with him. If they take a different position than him, he'll bully you right off the panel. So I'm not going on Rights anymore. Unfortunately, I like Rights, and I like Dan and you. Other people that I met there, but I'm not going anywhere where New Guru is running the panel. His ego is way out of control. But you're surprised to hear that, Witchy. But I invite you to come up here if you want to talk on Eric. I put out the invite. I'll put it out again. Oh. I'm working from my tablet, and it's really old. We don't have to talk about drama. I just don't have anything else to talk about after I made my last. I just made a live stream before this about Palestine, but I didn't want to have any bullshit drama on it. So this can come and go. I don't give a shit. But it'd be nice to have a real talk about something real. Anyway, I watched Shelley's today. Well, I was taking a shower actually, and I don't know of any other drama that's gone on. I don't have time to keep up with it all anymore. It's just gotten so evil. I don't even want to listen to it anymore. Like it's toxic just to even hear them talking. It's just that they're familiar voices I know, and when I've got nothing else to do, and I'm tired of doing the politics thing, then I'll turn to the drama. Usually Real Housewives, or there's a new show called Traitors. Well, it's not new anymore. It's new to me. I never watched it before, but there's been 2 seasons in the United States, 2 seasons in Britain, and 1 season in Canada. So I watched both seasons of the United States, 1 season of Britain, and 1 season of Canada. I've got 1 episode left, the last episode for Canada, and then I'm going to go back and see the second one of the British one. So I like to compare them because I used to watch Big Brother United States, Big Brother Canada, and I saw 1 from Britain. It was really good. The difference between the British one and the American one was so notable to me. They're so much more human in England on their Big Brother than the ones in the United States are just fucking sharks. And in Canada, they were more like the Americans and the Canadians, but than the British, but they were a little bit more humane, just a tiny bit more humane on the Canadian one than the American one. So I wanted to see it on the Traitors one, if it would, what's the difference? And there were differences, even though even though they had mostly the same tasks on all three. But the idea is that they bring in 20 to 22 people, and sometimes they're celebrities. The American one had celebrities in the second one, and just a couple in the first one. Canadian one had a mix of regular and celebrities. The British one had regular people, just regular people on the first one. I don't know about the second one for the British. I'll find out. So they have these people come to a castle or mansion, and then they sit in a circle in the first at the beginning and have blindfolds on, and the host goes round in a circle and ends up touching 3 people on the shoulder. Could be 2, could be 4, but seems to be 3 usually. They touch on the shoulder, and they are the traitors. And only the traitors know that they're traitors. The rest are called faithfuls. And they have to figure out who the traitors are. And every night, the traitors murder someone. Almost every night, they murder somebody in the group. Not really murder. They just send them a note saying you're murdered. And they also have a round table every evening doing, they banish somebody. They got to try and find a traitor to banish. And the way that they win is they do these tasks every day for like 10 days and build up thousands of dollars. They're pretty fucking cheap, actually. You'd think they'd be like $1 million. They're like 100. It's like 100,000 in Canada, 156,000 American for the British, and 250,000 American in the American one. So they do all these tasks and build up this money, and that's the most they can win. They don't necessarily win that much. And then at the end, who gets the money is if the faithfuls are the only ones left, they split the money. And then if there's even one traitor left, they get all the money. So they have to banish all the traitors out. So that's been my main drama that I've been watching. And then my housewives. And if there's any time left over, then I'll turn to YouTube and see what this crowd's up. But I don't get involved. The only things I ever write are positive things. If I don't have anything positive to say, I just don't say anything at all. I don't go into I don't challenge them on their lies. I don't show what hypocrites they are. Like fucking, what's that British one? 𝘔𝘪𝘴𝘴. He's a fucking hypocrite. He had a live stream recently saying that about how people should be decent, and he doesn't engage in a drama because it's negative energy. And yet on October 7th or October 8th, he got on there and started shilling for Israel. He's behind the genocide. He's fine with the genocide, but he doesn't like negative energy on the internet. Fuck him. Bon Eric, are you still here? Nobody's coming up to talk, so my friend's coming over. She's going to be leaving her house in about 10 minutes. 0909. She'll probably be here in about, I don't know, 25 minutes. So I was out for the morning until the afternoon. And then I got back here and caught up on what's going on in the UN. And then I finally did another live stream. And then Kendall's going to come over. We're going to smoke a joint. And then I got to do something for her tomorrow. We got to be up bright and early tomorrow morning. So if there's any drama tonight, I'll probably miss it. But maybe I'll catch it tomorrow if I got anything else to do. Surprised Crafty hasn't shown up. There was so much I wanted to show in that last live stream, though. I got to figure out how to share my screen on this thing because I guess my tablets are too old and the Chrome version is too old. So the StreamYards doesn't present me with the opportunity to share screen. My phone probably can. It's just that my phone will get interrupted if I get a call or a message. So at nighttime, I could probably do it, but in the daytime, 9/11. Just reminded me of the scene from The Dictator. Him and the guy he used to be the weapons expert and chief weapons expert and procurer of women. They're up in a helicopter and they're talking in something that's like Arabic, and they say words that are English like 9/11, and it scares the shit out of this couple that's also sitting in the helicopter. It's just like a touring helicopter. People just see the city, you know, from the helicopter. And they're just laughing and going 3, 2, 1. And then like it scares the shit out of them. 9/11. They're talking about a Porsche 9/11. Waiting for an email from Ohio. 2112. I think that's the name of a Rush album. Did I get my bingo? I've also been playing games. Sorting goods. Good sort. And then that one where you put the colors in the different vials. So you put all the different colors in one vial. I mean, in the same colors together. And then my bingo game. Bingo Blitz. There's 2 bingo games I play. The other one's called Bingo Frenzy or something. I don't know what the other one's called. But it's too easy to win that one. But Bingo Blitz, I got to go in every day and get my boosts. And I don't think I checked my tickets. I don't know if I checked my tickets for the weekend. Got Daily Grand ticket for tonight. Spent the rest of my money at the dollar store. Oh, witchy bitchy. You care about my love life? You know, I said you were right about something on one of my other lives. Not today's live that I did earlier, but I think it was March 10th or something. I said you were right. You were right about nudie. Hasn't even left yet. But she'd hurry up and get here so I could smoke a joint. No point in smoking now. She's going to be here in like 20 minutes. You have that clipped. Did you see it? I didn't know you saw it. You haven't been banned for a while. I guess you just didn't try to talk. I emptied my band list. I think I just started back up again today. Good, I'm glad you heard it. Oh, I didn't see this.
We are TrueBridge, and we're healthcare's partner for moving forward. It is a historic day today, where for the first time after almost 6 months, the Security Council adopted a resolution calling for an immediate ceasefire. And we
Hadn't seen you post in a bit on my health. Health is not good. I have an appointment on Thursday. Just had blood work done today. And we'll see where I am. I do this every 3 months. Go for my blood work, and then a few days later, I have an appointment with my nurse practitioner. So we'll see where I am, but I was very ill lately. I got some kind of flu, and it lasted for weeks, and it morphed. Was a lower respiratory infection, and it went to be like just a regular head cold. And then, I don't know what the fuck, I think it went to my stomach or something. And then I'll spare you the details, but got messy. And then I thought my kidneys were failing. At first I thought it was my back was hurting, but then I thought my kidneys were failing. It must have been that stomach. It must have been a stomach flu. And then now I'm feeling a bit better, but my walking is really, really bad. So we'll find out what my blood tests say. And I got to get stuff like now. I got to get one of those shower chairs and a walker. So I've got a place to sit down when I'm walking. So I can only walk like about a block, and then I just want to die. And then some emotional setbacks, just depression, I guess. So my health hasn't been, but I was feeling better this weekend and today. Because it ebbs and flows. And I don't know if you know, but I don't have my computer anymore. It crapped out. I guess it's the equivalent of a blue screen on a Windows computer. Just lost the operating files, and I can't get it back where it should be. So I'm without a computer. So I've just got a couple of old tablets. Like we're talking probably 10 years old tablets. And I mean, it really shouldn't be that old. If it was a chair, that wouldn't be very old. But you can imagine. So there's lots of apps on here that I either can't download or I can't update. And apparently StreamYard is an old version too, even though it's just through the browser, coming from their server. But there's no place here where I can share a screen. So it's the old kind where you couldn't share a screen before. Yeah. A similar bug. Oh yeah. I was hearing Americans say, "Oh, I feel sick. I feel sick." I get like it was really bad when it was the lower respiratory. When it hit me, I couldn't breathe. The first night, I was just, I mean, I wasn't going to call the hospital, but if I was someone who would go to the hospital, that would have been a hospital visit because I could not breathe. I needed oxygen. And like my oxygen would go down to 80 when I'd lay down. And I'd fall asleep for like a minute or two, just a minute or two, and I'd wake up gasping for air. And it was like I was just hyperventilating, trying to get air in. And I couldn't sleep. And I'd been up for almost 48 hours when I was trying to go to sleep. And I couldn't get any fucking sleep. And I'm calling my ODSP worker, my you know, where I get my money from, and saying, like, am I allowed to have a CPAP machine? And I'm calling my nurse practitioner saying, I need oxygen. I desperately need to sleep. And I can't get any sleep because I keep on waking up every minute, every 2 minutes. So I'm on a list to do like one of those sleep study things. So to see if I can get a CPAP machine, and the ODSP worker said they'd pay for it. So OHIP will pay for some of it, and ODSP will pay for the rest, the consumer portion. But I gotta wait, and my breathing's gotten better since. And I actually took pharma for that. That's how desperate I was. I took pharma. I took antibiotics, and I took prednisone, which my parents took before, and they used to complain about it. And it sent my sugar way up to like 20, almost 22. When I took my blood sugar level, it was way up. Like the highest I made it go just by what I eat is 18. It was at 22 or something. And I read online when I was reading before I took the pills. I went to go read to make sure that they don't clash with my cholesterol pill, which is another piece of pharma I've been taking. That other stuff I took just for a week, but I've been using the pharma for about 3-4 months now, which reminds me I didn't take it today. Which I have to get the prescription renewed on Thursday. But it's been bringing on my last blood test 3 months ago. It had brought down my cholesterol, my bad cholesterol. But I gotta get my good cholesterol up. But all that's doing is slowing shit down, so I can have my legs a bit longer. 6 weeks. You got sick from it too? Yeah, I swear I got COVID in June, July of 2021. And that was supposed to be a lower respiratory thing. And I know I got COVID that time because I had shared a joint with a chick, and she went the next day. She was really sick, and she went to work, and they had those tests there, and she tested positive. Now, I don't necessarily believe those tests, but that's what she got told. So when I got sick a week later, I had the same thing she had. So if she had stupid 19, I had stupid 19. But that was like the worst flu I'd ever had. But I didn't have any problems breathing. This time, it was problems breathing, and that could have been COVID. I don't know. I just treat it like a flu anyway. Okay, hopefully Kendall's on her way here now. Yeah, well, it lasted almost a month. When I took the pharma, I could breathe. I also got some breathing thing, the what do you call it? The puffer. And I already have a puffer, and doesn't have steroids. So this time she sent me one with steroids. But I was too scared to take it, so it's full. It's called Symbicort Turbo Inhaler. Turbohaler. Oh, that's in French. Yeah, it's a Turbohaler. 200 micrograms of budesonide. 6 micrograms. MCG, I think, means micrograms. I don't know. Termetrol fumarate. Dihydrate, dry powder, for oral inhalation. And it looks different than my regular inhaler. Unless they're just making different. Oh, you can turn it too. I don't know. Oh, it has a setting. Oh, I think it tells you how many puffs still left. I can't read it though. 8. 18. It looks so serious the way they mark it on here. It's like 120 doses. Oh, so what's the 18 then? Or 8? I don't even know how to work it. Wind it. Maybe. Just press on it. Suck on it. I don't know. It's a good thing I didn't need it. I wouldn't even know how to get it in there. Anyway. I didn't use that. I tried to use my regular inhaler. But see, the problem was not, all that does is open up the passageways, but that wasn't really the problem, I don't think. Oh. That means she's here downstairs. Hold on, let me just. Hello, Rebel. How you doing? I saw what happened last night. I'm sorry. It was yours that they made me go and check what was going on in the other places. I don't watch them normally. Sorry, I just got to go check the door. I think my friend's here. Wait 1 second. Okay, my company is here. Hush. It's Kendall. So anyway, take care, guys. I'll be on when I'm on next. I don't know when. It's such a pain in the ass to get on. I just had to come on and say something about what happened today at the UN. I was just so happy. So Anyway, thanks for being here. Sorry none of you wanted to come up, but got things to do. Place to go, things people see. Take care, guys. I'll be out in the wings, watching whatever I have time to watch. Say bye. Say bye.
Bye.